What's going on, guys? And welcome to the 5th episode of MovieFellas, a podcast where some millennials with little to no knowledge of film talk about movies, both classic and current. I'm your host, Adam Norris, and as always, my co-hosts, Haste and Matt, quote, hasn't seen a lot of movies, but somehow still has an opinion on them, Rosenberg.
Absolutely. Every movie
That's
in
right.
the world.
Matt,
it's kind of amazing.
Nailed the intro, by the way. Nailed it. Beautiful.
That's right. I'm pretty good at it. I heard I was killed off last week, so I want to kind of...
Yeah.
I don't know how... I really don't know how you're
that.
here. It's kind of scary.
It was a metaphor.
Lots of prayer.
Have you
lots
seen that
of journeying.
episode? Have you seen that episode of Black Mirror where, like,
I've seen all of them, Matt.
he comes back from... Like, or,
the dead?
Yeah, like, because through his social media posts or something weird. Mm-hmm. Yeah, anyway, that's great. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's a whole other episode. We should do a whole episode on Black Mirror.
We should. Oh, that'd be cool.
Super fun. Anyways, Matt, you got some news and information for us
I
this
got
week?
some news, bruh. All right, so...
All right. Perfect.
Since we started last week off with some Batman news, I figured it would be apropos.
Oh, I know what this is going
to start it off with Batman news again. Listen, Ben Affleck purportedly wants to leave the role of Batman.
What a shock! No one was surprised by that news.
After being in one movie, he wants out.
Listen, all right, he was in Suicide Squad for a
millisecond,
like a minute and a half.
Didn't even say anything.
He said things. No, he did.
Hey, look, there goes Batman. He's sitting in an ice cream parlor,
it's over,
and then they cut away.
He's like, it's over, Deadshot. And then at the end, he talks to Amanda Waller for like 2 seconds. What do you guys think of that? Like, you guys have both seen Suicide Squad and Batman v Superman, right? I mean,
they're both fun, but they're not good.
Yeah, I don't think Batman v Superman is fun. I think it's boring. But I think Suicide Squad's kind of fun. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Like,
yeah,
I mean, it's
I feel like he's just.
It could have been way worse. It's just, I think both were. Not only were they not that good, they were hyped so much by the media blitz they did, and all these people talking about how these were the best portrayals of characters and the best casting possible.
Such bullcrap.
I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. So walking in already kind of like, and then it just kind of progressively got worse.
Right.
The longer it went, and then at the climax of both films, I just kind of sat there like. All right, this is how it's gonna go.
Yep.
But
it's like, this is something that's happening now.
Yep.
I'm not really sure how to handle it.
And it's not surprising because Ben Affleck's like a stand-up director and a stand-up actor.
Oh, he's a killer actor and director.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so it's
writer.
But okay, next bit of news. Matt Reeves is said to be directing the Batman film. So he did Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and he's doing War of the Planet of the Apes. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was phenomenal. He's done Cloverfield.
Oh, Dawn was dope.
Yeah.
Dawn was dope.
Yeah, he did Cloverfield, which I really enjoyed. He did Let Me In, which I haven't seen, but they've all been very...
Really?
Ooh, Let Me In was a great movie.
Was it? Okay.
Really good. Yeah, it was really
good.
Yep.
So he's got a great track record. He's doing War of the Planet... I'm super stoked for War of the Planet of the Apes. We should review that. But he's got a great track record. So I'm like, Ben Affleck's off, but I feel like Matt Reeves is as good, if not a better choice. So great, I say. Keep it up.
It can only go up, pretty much.
Exactly.
It can only go up from here.
Yeah,
so,
without a director.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I've got another... Well,
go ahead.
Hold on. I've got a piece of news. I don't know if you've talked to or had seen it yet, but I saw reports talking about potential for the Mel Gibson to direct Suicide Squad 2.
I saw that.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I saw that on Facebook a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
Where'd you see that? What source?
It popped up on my Facebook timeline. I forget the source.
It was like the DC Extended Universe Facebook page, which is generally like...
Okay.
I mean, it's run by, I think, people at Warner Bros. So I mean,
you take it with a thing of salt.
Yeah, a grain of salt. Yeah, take it with it.
Okay,
that's the term, Adam. Duh.
All right, whatever. Well.
Anyway, okay. Next bit of news. Mel Gibson. Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. What else, Matt? What
Mad
else?
Max himself. Okay. A film version of the play Hamilton, which, have you guys heard about Hamilton? Everyone talks about it.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah, you're over it.
Just being honest.
The writer and the main actor and singer and the guy who essentially just created it and a bunch of other stuff says that there's going to be a film version. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
So I know a lot of people, including my lovely girlfriend, has been wanting to see it, but tickets are $1 bajillion. So it's just hard to and it's only on like high end Broadway stages. So so that'd be cool. Like I'd love to see what all the hype is about.
Yeah.
Also, something else that I thought was cool is that 50 Shades Darker has 9% on Rotten Tomatoes, whereas Lego Batman has 91%. So that just fills me with joy.
It's almost as if one movie was made with actual content
and the other
foundation, and the other one is called 50 Shades Darker.
Didn't you get like a chapter into one of those books and you're like, I can't handle this?
I jokingly when I first even heard about it, because I had first heard about the 50 Shades series through the wonderful world of Reddit.
Yeah.
And the fact that it wasn't even a book in its infancy, it was simply a fan fiction.
Twilight fan
that
fiction.
was kind of this amalgamation of like erotica and Twilight, which isn't too far off from Twilight to begin with, but and I was sitting here like, this is already a bad idea. And then I heard that she got published, and I was like, no, it can't be. They can't.
Wait, so you've been with this since the beginning?
I've heard about it. No, don't you lump me in with them. No. Being aware and being with it are two completely different things. So I was aware of it.
So we got the biggest 50 Shades of Grey fan, Adam Norris, right?
No, please stop. No, because I remember people were getting so excited for the first movie, and I was watching the Today Show the one time I was watching it, and the people, Dakota Johnson and the guy, the main people from 50 Shades were on there, and the interview was the most uncomfortable thing I've ever experienced. They, like Matt Lauer and like everyone's getting into it, and they're like, so tell us about the filming process. What was it like? You know, was the intimacy kind of weird? And Dakota Johnson, direct quote, she goes, I was really cold and uncomfortable the entire time. And like everyone in the room, just like the energy just sank to like 0 degrees. And everyone was just like kind of like twiddling their thumbs like, all right, go see.
Yeah. Man.
There's no way this is going to be good. If even the people in it are already expressing regret before it's even screened, that's not good.
Yeah. That's just asking for bad news. That's hilarious, though.
Yeah. That being said, it grossed like 150 million so far. Lego Batman's only grossed 90 million, but that's still good. And I hope Lego Batman just keeps going and trounces it like to no end.
We'll see. Opening weekend, that was it though, right?
Yeah. Well, I looked at the gross like yesterday, so you know it's probably just mainly opening weekend. All right, one last thing, real quick.
Okay.
A film entitled, and this is what I have in my notes: Mary Poppins Returns. I think it's supposed to be Poppins, but
no.
I'm pretty sure it's Poopins. Definitely. All right, so Mary Poppins Returns is currently filming with Emily Blunt playing Mary Poppins. So that's a thing. How do you guys feel about that?
Can't wait to not go see it.
I know.
Can't wait to watch literally anything else.
Definitely will not be going to see that one, in all honesty.
Haste, you told me last week, though, that you are the biggest Mary Poppins fan. I
said last week, and I quote, I am not a big fan of live-action adaptations. But then again, that movie was live-action in the first place. So,
if you switch a few letters around, that sounds like you're a huge fan of Mary Poppins.
Yeah, exactly.
So. You're just only a few letters, a few words, a few sentences, a few.
All right, all of the 10 listeners we have, someone take that audio of Haste real quick and edit it to where he says he is the biggest Mary Poppins fan. All right. Also, we're getting Robin Hood Origins. So, I guess the nostalgia well has just run out and everyone's just trying to get everything out. So, guys, that is the news for this week. Take it away, Adam.
If we're doing more news, I'm going to be more and more disappointed with the future of movies.
Just keeps with going every down.
Week. We'll have to more garbage movies this week. Can't wait.
We should make that a topic of talk at some point in the future, like where we see the future of movies going, because I imagine it's pretty
I like to
bleak.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just summarize in one sentence. You get to eat them. Anyways. You just go on like a Dippin' Dots. You go, I'm feeling the horror genre tonight. And you just like eat 3 bites. You pee yourself a little and you go, not bad, 9 out of 10. You write your review as soon as you finish eating. It could be better.
I was going to say,
directed by James Cameron.
Yeah, exactly.
One word only. remakes.
Yeah, I mean we're already getting those.
We've been there for like a decade now.
And some
Been there
remakes
for,
are
like,
great.
since the 80s.
Planet of the Apes franchise, it's great. Anyway. All right, Adam.
Anyways, moving on from sad, disappointing news. Tonight, we talked about this before we went on. We decided we were going to talk about guilty pleasure movies. And to define a guilty pleasure, it's a movie that you may be embarrassed to admit that you enjoy. Is that a fair definition,
Yeah,
fellas?
because generally most people think it sucks.
It's not good,
Yeah.
or it's not worth watching, or it's
Yeah.
not good enough, when you, in fact, find it to be enjoyable. Not just as a joke, but legit, like you actually find yourself enjoying it.
Right, uh-huh.
So, to kind of mix things up with how we're going to talk about that, we are going to play a game where each of us will provide 3 movies. 2 of them are actually guilty pleasures that we enjoy that may not be good. The third is a joke. And whoever is not providing the movies will take turns guessing and trying to figure out, and we'll make our guess, and then we'll find out if we're right or wrong, and then we'll talk about some of those guilty pleasures, and we'll go kind of around to each of us for the game. You guys good with that?
Let's
Sounds good to me.
do this thing.
Sweet. All right, let's get right into it.
Gladiated up.
That's not a thing, Haste. Don't keep that going.
Yes, keep it going. Don't listen to him.
All right. Well, that's another guilty pleasure. Matt, what are your 3 guilty pleasures?
All right, so we got Pokemon the movie. Yeah, that's right.
That's
Wait,
so good.
the first or 2000?
The first one, Pokemon the movie, the original one with Mewtwo and all that jazz.
Okay.
All right, we have Paper Towns. Do you guys know what that is?
Oh, I know what Paper Towns is. Okay. It's getting kind of worse.
Well, okay, whatever.
Continue.
And we have, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest movie of all
don't
time.
say it,
No,
don't say it, don't.
my third one is Red Dawn, the 2012 version.
My soul kind of hurts a little bit from that like conglomeration of movies.
I just imagine Josh Peck every time I hear the new Red Dawn and him going, Megan! Like jumping off a roof and like throwing
Young Megan
helicopter.
is shooting Russians.
Okay, all right. So am I
Where did
doing?
the other helicopter
all right.
people
So are
go?
you guys guessing which one is fake?
All right, Haste, you make your guess first, and then I'll make mine, and then Matt will tell us who's right or wrong.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna say Paper Towns.
Yeah, I'm going to say Paper Towns too, I agree. Matt, which one is your guilty pleasure? Or which one is not your guilty pleasure?
All right. My not guilty pleasure is Red Dawn.
Matt!
See, I
well,
would've
I mean,
picked-
that's... Yeah,
I would
let's
have
see.
pegged you as a Red Dawn kind of person, honestly.
See, okay, so here's the
Not
thing.
gonna lie.
When I first saw it, I'm like, oh, that was that was fun, you know. And then I went back and watched it because I had one of our friends, Drew, used to work at a movie theater, and so I got into movies like just free constantly, you know. And so I went to go see it again. I'm like, this movie is so bad. Like, it's just not. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Guys, I
No
love
question.
Paper Towns. I love it. I think it's a great movie. I mean, I understand that most people don't, but like, Pokemon
It's like
the movie.
500 Days of Summer,
Are you
but not
kidding?
good.
No. Hey, all right. Okay, that's
jeez.
mine. All right.
All right, whatever. Haste, what about you? What? Name some guilty pleasures we'll try to pick.
Okay, forgive me. One of these is animated, so just gonna throw that out there.
Oh, wait, Matt said Pokemon, so you good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, so my first movie is The Great Mouse Detective.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
No question about that.
Second movie is Mean Girls.
Okay. Yeah, you love that one. Come on
And
now.
the third is Cats Don't Dance.
Okay. It's definitely not Mean Girls. I know you like Mean Girls.
You quote Mean Girls like
guys
every
know
Yeah, I
30
know.
seconds.
My
Yeah,
addiction to
no.
Mean Girls. Yeah. See, but that just makes the other two harder to discern.
I
between,
know.
so,
I'm sitting here like,
I'm gonna say Mouse Detective.
I'm going to say Cats Don't Dance.
Norris is right.
that's
Great Mouse
right.
Detective.
Best Friend
Fun
Award.
story.
Fist pump.
Growing up, I broke our Great Mouse Detective
Oh my
VHS because I
gosh.
watched it so many times.
Is that the movie I'm thinking about?
Yeah, it's the mouse
Yeah.
version of gosh, what's his name?
Sherlock?
Ugh, yeah, Sherlock. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes.
It's like a mixture of like.
okay.
It's like a mixture of DuckTales and Sherlock Holmes.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of something else.
With
that-
Basil of Baker Street and Radigan.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking of
That's such a good movie.
yeah. What's the really depressing mouse movie?
Five Goes West.
You must be thinking of Ratatouille.
No. Yeah, real
Ratatouille
depressing.
is great, guys.
You must be thinking of Stuart Little.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think you're thinking of Fievel: An American Tale or Fievel Goes West.
Yeah, that's probably
I
it.
imagine.
Anyway,
Yeah.
all right. So, okay. All right, fair enough. I was wrong. Whatever.
Real quick, I'm trying to think. Cats Don't Dance. What is that about, though? I can't remember what
the-
the movie's about.
The one cat that goes to Hollywood to become a Hollywood actor.
Okay,
That
that's why I
sounds like
never
a
watched
win
it.
if I ever heard one.
That sounds pretty.
It's got like
pretty
the Shirley
garbage.
Temple like wannabe actress and her like assistant's a giant gorilla who throws people off buildings and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a really
All right, so
it's a movie from '97. So I mean,
So I searched Cats Don't Dance, and the first thing was the unofficial Cats Don't Dance fan site. And unofficial, there's a hyperlink to unofficial, and it has like a disclaimer saying we are in no way connected to Warner Bros. So they've really put their distance back. And
They
none
threw
of
that movie to the curb,
yeah,
which is good.
so now it's just guilt by association kind of thing.
Yep.
yeah. It looks. I mean, I can't imagine not loving this movie though. I mean, it just looks phenomenal.
So bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was okay.
No,
Yeah.
I already
Nothing.
love it.
I already love it.
All right, Norris.
Let's
you were
hear it,
me?
Norris.
Oh, here we go. So I'm gonna start this list off with Avatar. I can't even finish it.
I think you mean The Last Airbender.
Thinking every movie ever made by M. Night. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true. They're
Oh,
not that
Split
was
was great.
bad. There are good ones. There are good ones. There are a lot of good
Yeah.
ones. I'm just
All right,
Splitting
let's hear
signs,
it.
man.
before I get hate mail. I do like him. I just like to make fun of him.
Who doesn't?
All right. So first movie, Superbad.
Okay.
The second one, Sharknado.
Oh,
The third one, Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
Oh, man,
Adam, you just
I feel like
picked
you really hate
the
us.
worst movies ever.
Yeah.
Superbad's not super bad, but dude,
Nice one.
all right, okay, I'm gonna pick The Room because there is no way in any spectrum of any imagination that anyone can watch The Room
Oh, man.
and actually enjoy it. So mine is The Room.
Okay. Haste, what about you?
Oh man, I have no idea. I feel like you're just screwing with me.
Nope.
One that is not a guilty pleasure. Crap. Yeah, I'm gonna say The Room as well. Out of just hope.
Adam.
Man, I'm disappointed in you guys.
What?
Sharknado.
What? Adam, okay, Sharknado sucks, but how can you enjoy The Room?
Now hold on. Let me finish. Okay. Let me even begin to explain why I
Okay.
love Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
waiting.
so let me set this up. So Superbad is a great movie. Most people don't like it because it's a little too much. Sharknado is clearly hated because it's just your standard B movie that makes no sense and people just don't like it. But here's the deal. Tommy Wiseau's The Room, it's like it goes beyond being just simply bad and becoming an art. Like something to experience.
I disagree.
And
I just think it's bad.
Sharknado is just simply not good, and I would never want to watch it to begin with. Whereas the Room, it's kind of like when you see a car accident, and you can't help, even though you know it's not good, even though you know it's bad and it's sad.
You can't look away.
You can't look away, and you have to
Okay.
watch it, and you rubberneck every time you see it happen as you're driving by, even when you know it's the same thing you've always seen, but worse.
Okay.
I can see that. I really can.
Okay.
What is it? The Citizen Kane of bad movies? I guess that's what people
Yeah,
call
pretty
it.
much.
Yeah.
Man, it's just, it's so funny. Like, I know and that's the whole point, I guess, is it's a movie that took itself so seriously and was trying to be this, like, next level drama that was super realistic, when in reality they were making, like, one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
made, yeah.
Like, if they completely failed in what they wanted, but they completely succeeded in making something that I think will last forever, no matter how much it's hated. You can't say that about Sharknado. Sharknado would disappear probably in 10 years.
That's probably
The
true.
Room,
I hope
but
not.
The Room, but man, people are going to be looking up The Room in history books
Yep.
for like one of the worst movies. And so
Yep.
people host parties to
Wait,
watch
wasn't it-
this movie.
Wasn't it like nominated for Best Picture or something like that?
No,
No,
there's no way.
No.
What am I thinking of? A movie
The,
last year.
the Room
that
is
was
about,
close.
this really just awkward relationship, and they throw the football around about every 15 seconds. There's always the famous "tearing me apart, Lisa" line where he just kind of screams for no reason. My favorite part forever from the movie will be when Tommy Wiseau's character comes up on the roof saying, "I did not hit that man.
I did not do
hit
it."
him." And then he goes,
Oh, hi,
"Oh,
Mark.
hi, Mark."
Okay, I'm just gonna pretend I know what's going
Oh
on.
my
It's so
gosh.
bad.
Dude, it's
Haste.
it's the worst.
If you want one of the best movie, or one of the, you know how they do the Everything Wrong With series on YouTube?
Yeah.
They do the one for The Room, and it's their longest one because it was so bad.
Yeah.
I think
Oh wait, isn't that a really old movie?
it's
They're not.
It's from
really
2003.
old, 20 years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I've seen that one, and it had like a million things wrong with it.
Yeah.
oh,
it's
there's so many. I mean, the cuts, the
Yeah.
the pacing, the characters, the act, the dialogue, the everything is wrong. There's even a whole scene, Haste, where every line of dialogue is spaced out by them picking up one piece of a grocery out of a bag at a time. So she
don't-
says, "You should
that
see
just
someone
sounds like a
else."
chore to get through.
Then picks up a banana. Really though, I think you should feel this way. Picks up an orange. But seriously, guys, we should be. Picks up a fruit, and you're just like, what? Is she not going to talk every time she picks up something? And you're like, surely this scene's going to end at some point. And it's like 7 minutes in, and you're like, nope, they are trucking. Now she's taking out the kitchen appliances, and it's
I haven't seen
Insert
the whole way.
SpongeBob screen of one eternity later.
pretty
Yeah,
much every scene
essentially.
is like that.
I haven't seen the
it's
whole
so
thing all the
good.
way
Handle
through.
it at all.
It's so
ever.
bad, but it's so good at the same time.
I've seen like bits and pieces, and I'm just like, I can't, like, oh gosh, it's so bad.
It'll change your life.
It's so bad. But watch it. Whoever's listening to this, by the way, watch it because it's hilarious.
It is rated R.
Yeah, okay, it is rated R.
friendly warning. It is
Yeah,
not.
if
It's
you're
not
a-
very family friendly.
If you're an older teen, watch it. And
If you're 12, nope.
no,
13, perhaps.
whatever your parents
Feeling-
say.
half.
If you're 12 and a half and feeling like an edgelord, go ahead and watch it.
While you guys were busy
edgiest.
watching movies, I was studying The Blade.
Gosh.
Shut up, Adam. Okay. All
right,
right.
you're gonna laugh.
Hey, so let's hear about why. Or sorry. Okay, you talked about yours, right, Adam?
Yeah, I told him about mine.
Okay. All right. Hey, so let's hear about it.
Hear about what?
Yours.
I'm
Why do you
really
like
lost.
yours?
Oh. Why? Wait, like Great Mass Detective and
Yeah.
Mean Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mean Girls because it's one of the most quotable movies probably in the history of mankind.
Yeah, that's true.
Second only to
just-
Anchorman, but I'd agree.
It's I don't know. It's just stupid funny. It was before Lindsay Lohan went off the deep end,
Yeah, it's true.
and
That is
it's
true.
just an all around enjoyable movie. It was definitely not like the best movie for its time, but I mean, in like the like 10 years they made all those really bad chick flicks, that was probably the best out of all of them.
Right. I feel like Mean Girls isn't necessarily even a guilty pleasure. Maybe it is to you, but like it's pretty universally liked, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Like
mean,
a lot of
yeah,
people
yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I like to think so. I mean, I wasn't reading reviews for Mean Girls because I still had sort of friends in middle school. But,
Sure. Whatever you say,
I know,
Josh
sure.
Peck.
Yeah, I'm so
Dude,
shocked.
hey, listen. All right, I'm not nearly as attractive.
Hey, if anyone
now,
ever
so
wants
now
to
it's
laugh,
still
by the way, and you
still
know
an
Adam
insult.
personally, ask him to see his debit card from when he was 14 years old. He looks like a
He looks
young
exactly
Josh
like Josh
Peck.
Peck.
He looks exactly like a young Josh
Yep.
Peck.
To quote a girl from middle school
man.
gym, she came up to me. I'll never forget this in 6th grade, and she goes, "You're like Josh Peck, but he never lost the weight." And I said, "Thank you, Teddy Joe. I appreciate that."
Gosh.
That's horrible, but we can't help but laugh at it.
Maybe one day I'll Neville Longbottom into something more attractive, but we'll see.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up, buddy. Okay, and Great Mouse
Dad.
Detective
All
because
right, Great Mouse Detective.
I don't know. Something as a little kid made me love that movie. There's the part at the beginning of the movie where the bat works for Ratigan goes into the toy store and steals a little girl. Scared the absolute holy crap out of me.
Yeah.
Just because there's a lot of dolls in that scene and it was just super scary. But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's just a great movie. It's enjoyable. I can probably rewatch it like a million times a day if I sat down and wanted to, but I still watch it every once in a while. It's a good movie.
Okay.
One of the more adult Disney movies for its time.
When was that? 80s movie?
Yeah, it was 87.
Okay, I feel ya. Well, if you think about it, Bambi lost his dad, so that's pretty sad. Mom.
Bambi lost his mom.
Sorry,
yeah, his
lost
dad
his
just
mom.
his dad stood on top of the hill while the forest was on fire and was like, "You're on your own."
What a deadbeat!
Goodness gracious!
Right? What a deadbeat! Then he went to
sad.
he went to the bar and wasted his days away.
What?
Wait, Bambi or his dad?
Someone
dad.
didn't see Bambi 2.
Deadbeat.
Bambi 3, A New Beginning.
Oh my gosh.
Bambi Origins. Bambi Returns.
Origins.
Bambi, the Return of the King. Bambi and the Two
Bambi
Towers.
5, back at it again.
Bambi 7, How Bambi Got Her Groove Back. Starring Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg as a random slug.
With her dreadlocks.
Bambi 8, The Return of Xander Cage.
No.
Oh man.
First it
Bambi
was
9, The
Now
Return
I'm
of
just
Bambi
saying.
Cage.
I'm thinking Bambi 10 is probably the moment when it's like that's when it breaks through. We need to get through these 20 Bambis.
Bambi 10 is where they do the reboot of the series.
Yeah.
After they did Origins for 3.
Yeah.
It's Bambi
yeah.
Legacy. Bambi 10 is Bambi Legacy.
You can own all
Bambi Identity.
You can own all 13 copies for 3,000 low payments of $2. That's not a bad deal, man. It's not bad.
Oh my goodness.
I can't
I'll owe
even
$2 to Disney for the next 5 million years, but you know what? I'll get my daily fix of Bambi.
Disney's gonna come to your funeral and take your organs out of your body.
Oh
and sell them
my.
on the black market.
Yeah,
Just to help pay for it.
that's possible. I mean, my kidneys will
All
probably
to
worth
own
about $2.
Bambi
by
10
that point.
Legacy.
Yep. That'd be good.
Bambi 13, Legacy of the Void.
Thanksgiving.
No,
Bambi 14,
no,
Thanksgiving
no,
Returns.
no.
Okay. All right.
No.
Okay. We're bringing it back. Okay.
Compose
You
yourselves.
good? Okay, I'm gonna let
back
Matt
together.
calm down for
That
a
was
second.
the funniest thing that's ever happened on this podcast.
We're looking good then. We're only 5
Probably not going to be
episodes
funny
in.
for the listeners. It's just going to be us.
Okay. All right. Okay. You guys want to
Okay,
hear about why I
I-
love Paper Towns and Pokemon the movie?
Okay, but a quick side
Sure.
note: Whoopi Goldberg would make a great slug. Let's be real.
As long as the slug had her dreadlocks.
Yeah, of course it would.
That would
You
be
kidding me?
amazing. Whoopi Goldberg's a slug. Who would play Bambi? Probably Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel? No, it would be like Amy Poehler.
Probably.
Oh gosh.
Anyways, Matt,
Everyone,
Matt,
email in your casting for Bambi and Bambi 13 Legacy or Bambi 10 Legacy.
That's right.
Okay.
And Matt, why do you think Paper Towns, which isn't good? Why do you think Paper Towns is so good?
Listen. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to preface this with I'm not a John Green fanboy at all.
And you're not good at making right decisions for yourself.
Hey,
obviously.
listen, I am great at doing that, okay?
Are you sure?
No, not really. I'm terrible.
That's what I
Yeah, we have
So, I'm not a John Green fanboy. I don't follow his YouTube channel or whatever. I think he does cool stuff and that's great. But I did read Paper Towns before it came out because one of my buddies got me into it, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really intriguing and the premise was real cool. I think the reason I like Paper Towns so much is, first of all, I think it has a cool story. I think the acting's good. It's not amazing. Cara Delevingne isn't great, but she's a lot better than she is on Suicide Squad. But the premise is a little cheesy, but I think it's still intriguing. And I think the reason I like it is because it just reminds me of how I was in high school. Kind of, the main character of who's Nat Wolff. I can't remember Q is his name, Quentin. It just kind of reminds me of how I was in high school, and I was kind of similar to him. And so when I watched it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's that it kind of makes me feel kind of warm and fuzzy, like when I was younger. It kind of reminds me of that. And I think it's a well shot movie, but it's kind of stock standard teen movie. So I get why people don't think it's a great movie, but I really enjoy it, and I own it on DVD, not Blu-ray, but DVD. I got it for $4 on Black Friday.
You weren't willing to shell out the extra $10 for the Blu-ray,
okay.
Obviously.
If they had it on Blu-ray on Black Friday, I would have gotten it, but I got it for $4 on Black Friday on DVD. So I thought, that's good enough.
$3.99 too expensive.
Yeah, duh. Anything more? No. So I enjoy it, but I get why people don't like. Listen, it was more than a penny. It was 400 times more than a penny. Actually, with tax, it was probably like $4.40. So. Yeah. So anyway, I get why people don't like it, but I really enjoy it. And Pokemon the movie. Okay. Do either of you guys not like Pokemon the movie?
Of course we love it. Are you kidding me? Okay. That movie's so good.
Dude, I still play Pokemon.
It has one of the few scenes in film that truly make me tear up. When Pikachu is trying to wake Ash up when Ash is clearly dead. And you're watching a Pokemon come to grips with the fact that death is a real thing. They
freaking killed a 10-year-old in that movie.
I know. Man, when he's trying to do, it's so
and
sad.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, he voiced Mewtwo. Can you believe that?
Did he really? I did not know that.
I'm making that up.
Oh.
I think my favorite part of that movie is when they're in the going to the island.
Serious?
Wait, the island?
And when they're on the way to the island, and Jesse and James are the one driving the boat, and they're dressed as Vikings, and Ash makes some quick joke about them only being from Minnesota. I'm like, oh no.
Wait, they brought the real world into that?
Yeah.
Really?
I thought Vikings were only from Minnesota.
Welcome to Americanization and why it's not good.
Yeah. The dub was stellar.
Oh, man, that's amazing. I like it because I watched it when I was how old were we? Haste, you're a couple years older than us.
8?
Oh, gosh.
I was going to say, I was 7 or something.
Yeah, I was going to say the Pokemon the movie 2000 was obviously 2000. So, I mean, I'm going to say 98. I would have been 6 or 5.
Let's see. 98,
it was 5 or 6. Dang, I'm good.
Yeah. Let's see. In the English language, it came out. Oh, the English language came out in 99. So I saw it when I was 6.
Same here. Okay. Saw it when I was 6.
Yeah, and so
weird. So they had 2 movie theater releases back to back. I mean, that's pretty normal for Japan because they actually get theatrical releases for all the new Pokemon movies.
Right.
So I mean, they do that yearly.
Right.
While we're still on the Pokemon movie, 2 things. 1, did you guys get the limited Mew card with the hieroglyphic font and the coloring on it? Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I never got one. I didn't see it in theaters.
Poor guy. And the other thing, and I think we talked about this when Matt and I were still roommates and Haste was on our hall in college. When I went to see Pokemon 2000, which was about the mythic birds and all that fun stuff. I actually my brother and I each got 3 of the 6 collectible gold cards and the 10s.
You gave me one.
And I gave you one. That's right. And I think I gave you one. Haste, didn't I give you one?
No, I don't believe so.
I kept Jigglypuff because that's my spirit animal, but...
Yeah.
I'm saying, that was it. Drew, because it was the 3 of us in the room. That makes more sense. Well, Haste, if I ever stumble across another one... I found out they're actually worth a decent amount still. You can sell them on eBay for $20, $30.
Oh, wow, cool. I still have that.
Yeah.
But it's a gift I'll treasure until my dying days. Those were so cool.
Those were really cool.
And I think, so we all love the Pokemon movie. So I think it's a guilty pleasure because it wasn't received critically well, but who cares? Because it's an amazing movie. It's so sad and it's so hard. Because Mewtwo comes to realization, and there's a quote, and I'm about to pull this quote up here because it's about to It's about to punch you in the face.
It's like something about humanity.
Here comes a red pill
it talks
truth
more
bomb.
about it talks more about humanity than like most other movies. Okay, ready? I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are. And it's like, that's amazing. Like,
Yep. Some guy.
whenever he
Yeah,
sees
it's coming from a kid's cartoon.
yeah, exactly, the passion and humanity, and he's like, it's just, you know, I don't care what critics say. Guess what? Pokemon the movie is phenomenal,
His dad.
and that is probably my favorite guilty pleasure. So,
Understandable.
yeah. I love it, and I'm going to be playing Moon this weekend because I got a long plane ride, so it's going to be
Wait, plane
pretty
ride? Where are you
swag
going?
money. I'm going to Joplin retreat with the guys I work with, so
Nice.
That's neat.
yeah, it'll be fun.
Wait,
All right,
Joplin,
here's something I
Missouri?
think
Hold
we
on
should
one
talk
sec.
about.
Hold on one second. Joplin, like Missouri?
Like Misery, yeah, Joplin, Misery.
Okay. Because Kayla went there for a conference back, I think I want to say about a year and a half ago. I
Okay.
realized you're not involved in the CCDA, so it's a completely irrelevant topic.
You are
So never
correct.
mind.
I'm not involved in that.
That's what I thought. I was like, Matt's involved in the CCDA. Wow, I didn't know he wanted to go live downtown. This is cool.
Yep,
But
duh.
I was like, never mind. That's completely
Incorrect.
wrong.
I live in Martinsville. Podunk,
Well, now I know
Martinsville.
where you live.
I love it. Yeah, it's on my Facebook page.
I
Duh.
can stalk you now more effectively.
More
All
effectively.
right, here's something I think we should talk about. Yeah. Okay, so there's 3 new movies coming out this week for the enjoyment of our listeners. We got Fist Fight, which looks just
Amazing.
blah. Looks awful.
The definition
The
of a
Great
guilty
Wall.
pleasure.
Great
Yeah,
wall
there's
with
the Great Wall.
Matt
Matt
Damon.
And then my personal favorite that I will be going to see Saturday, and I probably will make a quick overview video for the channel, is Cure for Wellness.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
that is coming out this weekend, isn't it?
What's
Yep.
that about again?
Hold on, I've got the synopsis pulled up.
Isn't it suspense or horror or something?
Psychological thriller. Okay,
Okay.
here's the description from MovieInsider.com. An ambitious young executive is sent to retrieve his company's CEO from an idyllic but mysterious wellness center at a remote location in the Swiss Alps. He soon suspects that the spa's miraculous treatments are not what they seem. When he begins to unravel the terrifying secrets, his sanity is tested, and he finds himself diagnosed with the same curious illness that keeps all the guests here longing for the cure.
Okay.
So, everyone's saying it's super scary. I imagine it's going to be kind of echo like Shutter Island, at least.
Sounds
Right.
like a mixture of
It's-
Shutter
it's
Island
like
and Bioshock.
atmosphere. Yeah,
You ready to hear
And-
who the director is? You ready to hear this?
of that.
Yeah, it's Gore Verbinski, Pirates guy.
Yeah. I think I
Oh,
remember seeing
yeah.
that somewhere.
That's interesting.
Alright.
And I saw a YouTube ad earlier that compared it to the kind of the horror from The Shining. So
Okay,
that's interesting. to
that's
see.
interesting. Yeah, that's cool. That
Yeah, I'm really
is
excited to see that
cool.
movie.
You know, I just
Cool.
realized John Wick Chapter 2 came out this week, and I
Yep.
have yet to see it.
I still haven't
Adam,
seen the
you
first one.
And I love
you
the first
terrible
one so
human
much.
being. I was gonna say you talked to no end about it,
I know.
about your favorite movies
the
of all
first
time.
one. I mean, the first one was incredible, and
Filthy casual.
yeah, all right, whatever. I will go see it because I've heard it's pretty much just a better version of the first one. So I'm like, okay, I'm
Right.
down.
I've heard great things about it.
Have
I
you
still need to
watched
see the
it
first
yet?
one. No, I was
You know
I
what
haven't watched it
reciprocity?
yet.
Hey, Matt, do you know what reciprocity means?
It's something about receiving things. Probably.
Yeah, it's the mutual understanding that when one person does something for the other, you intend for the other person to reciprocate. So I watched Gladiator, and you know what I thought, Matt?
Yeah.
Still didn't like it, but I gave it a shot. Now you have yet to. You still that blows my mind, dude. You will love John Wick. You'll be
I know,
so sad.
I know
when
I'm
you
gonna
watch it,
love
and the
it.
whole time you'll sit there and you'll go, "Why? I was watching Avatar this whole time when I could have been watching John Wick."
Space
Okay,
Pocahontas.
listen,
Oh.
all right. Avatar is
So good.
amazing. Even if I love
Space
John Wick.
Pocahontas.
All right, you're exactly right. But
I'm going to keep repeating that.
Man,
every
Space
time.
Pocahontas and Space Fern Gully. That's pretty much. The
I haven't
two
heard
always-
great things about the Great Wall, but I still kind of want to see it because I just like fantasy movies. So
Oh, I remember. Okay, not to get political with this, but I remember people complaining that Matt Damon wasn't Asian
That was whitewashing, but
in
he's
that
not.
movie.
He's not.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's playing some like
Well,
guy that came
English
into the
thief.
country to help them
Yeah.
or something.
I
like
heard
that.
people talking about that, and here's the thing: the same thing happened when they cast Scarlett Johansson as Major Kusanagi in
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost
I
in
can't
the
wait
Shell.
for that movie.
And it's like I understand, like you want to cast. Like here's my thing with casting and like the color of your skin or whatever. Like so long as it makes sense culturally, go for it. You know, like you can't make Black Panther someone from China. It doesn't work like that. You know, like so.
I mean, you could.
Well, you could. It just wouldn't make sense. So I think, they cast like an actor like Matt Damon, and everyone knows who Matt Damon is. So they're going for the marketing, and also they don't try to make him an Asian guy. They say, well, he's white. So I get it. Like I'd say, try and
He's an
stick
English
with.
thief that finds himself caught in the middle of all of it.
Okay.
So
see, that makes sense. It's not like they're trying to Asian him up or anything. So.
No.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely.
Yeah,
think Scarlett
I'm sure
Johansson's going
there's.
to be really good. I think that's actually.
Oh,
gonna be a really good movie.
I'm stoked
If there's
for that.
any movie
And
that has returned my optimism for live action films, it has been that movie. But we'll see. I'm still holding out.
This is what the director, Dr. Zhang Yimou, the director of The Great Wall, said. Because I looked this up a while ago. It said, in many ways, The Great Wall is the opposite of what is being suggested. For the first time, a film deeply rooted in Chinese culture with one of the largest Chinese casts ever assembled is being made as a tentpole scale for a world audience. I believe that's a trend we should embrace by our industry. So it's like you're kind of losing the point just because the lead guy is a Caucasian dude. So yeah, I feel it though. So.
Yeah, most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a rating yet for Ghost in the Shell?
When does it come out?
I don't think it's
March
been,
31st.
I don't think it's been screened. I mean, it might have been pre-screened already. I'm not entirely.
Let's
I never
see.
looked it up.
I just
Rupert
looked it up and I couldn't
Sanders.
find anything. But from the looks of like everything going on in that trailer, I get a very like Kill Bill-esque kind of feel from the action, and that makes me really excited for it.
But
That makes me excited for it. Mm-hmm.
That and the fact that the trailer is like a shot-for-shot retelling of like some of the original scenes from the movie.
Right.
So,
yeah.
the famous dive from the top of the building scene, the jumping through the window during the dinner scene, the running through the marketplace with all the water and stuff. Like, so I'm sitting here like as someone who had seen the original, I'm going, this is looking pretty legit. Like I'm actually, at least from a
Ghost in the
technical
Shell was a
standpoint,
great anime.
and the way it's been shot, it looks like it's going to just be exactly what you expect, but we'll see.
Right. I mean, see, it's like I want it to be really good, but Rupert Sanders is directing it, and he did Snow White and the Huntsman, and that sucked. So, I mean, maybe it is going to be good. I hope it's good. Just don't have it looks good. That's the thing. It looks good. I just want it to be good.
But then again, we've only seen 4 minutes of collective.
Yeah, and Assassin's Creed it looked great in the trailer, but, we know how Matt feels about that one.
It's the worst movie ever made. Oh, that movie is so crap, dude.
No.
Oh, I hate it.
That's Iron Man 3.
Hey, Iron Man 3 is a great...
No, Haste.
Me and Adam both loved Iron Man 3.
Norris hasn't listened to last week's episode yet, so he doesn't listen to my tirade.
You know for a fact that Iron Man 2 is easily the low point of the trilogy. And
Absolutely
it started out normal with 1, dived with 2, and peaked with 3, which is very rare for a trilogy to do. But
I think that 1 was the best, 2 was the worst, 3rd was the second best, but in a bit different way. Also, Captain America trilogy definitely peaked with 3, so I thought Civil War was by far the strongest film in that series.
I didn't think Captain America really had a low point. I mean, going back and watching it, I think the first one is probably the worst of the 3.
But it's still good, yeah.
Yeah, but it's still so good that you're not like, man, that really just is an awful movie. I mean, that's the one that gets like the most repetitive, at least to me.
Yeah, I agree. But in other words, you're wrong, because Iron Man 3 is great, so.
Yeah, I know. I'm used to it.
You are incorrect. Cool.
Yeah, boy.
Awesome.
All right. Anyone got any other points?
All
Anything
right.
we can talk about?
So I say, like we did last week, just real quick, let's go around and what'd you watch? This is the segment, or I named it last week, and we can change the name, but I don't want to because it's
That's
the best
fine.
name ever. It's what you watching, comma, no G, what you watching, mate, M8. So what you watching, mate?
Okay. Haste, you want to go first? I mean, I can
No,
go.
because I didn't really watch anything this past week.
All right, cool.
Wow,
So-
you call yourself a movie fella.
He is a movie fella.
I've
You haven't
been
even
busy.
seen Goodfellas yet, so you can't even say you're one.
Jeez, get with the
I
program.
never
outta here,
will.
Dude, Goodfellas.
All right, what'd you watch this week, Adam?
Well, let's see. In terms of movies, I watched It Follows again because I'm such a big
Okay.
fan of that movie. And then what else did I watch? I watched what was it? Oh, okay, this was a joke. And it's not really a joke. Kayla and I were at Ed McKay's, which is like a used books DVD store here in Knoxville. Really cool place. And they have a big bin of $2 movies. And as we kind of gave ourselves, $10, pick out a few movies and head home.
There you go.
And while we were looking through them, I stumbled upon a piece of gold from the 2000s past. A little movie called
Man, I'm excited for this.
a little movie called Tropic Thunder. And
Oh my gosh.
So good.
Yes.
and to my wonderful, and I wasn't surprised when this happened, but when I picked it up, I said, "Hey, Kayla, check it out." And she goes, "What's that?" And I went, "Oh, you don't know?"
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
And once again, quick
Oh,
preface, if anyone under the age of 18 is listening to this, make sure you check with your parents before you watch it, because it is a very offensive movie that its whole goal
Yes,
is to make
it
fun
is.
of. The whole purpose of the film is to make fun of those who film war hero and war story films that portray a historical event in a very dramatic way. And it makes fun of actors like who are method actors in the industry. It makes fun of action movie stereotypes, but it did receive a lot of harsh criticism because of the way it portrayed mental retardation in the film, and so before I keep going and say it was hilarious and I was laughing the whole time, it isn't exactly the most family friendly movie, but yeah, Tropic Thunder.
Not at
And
all.
it
Especially
has-
with Ben Stiller as the lead.
yeah, no way. And Robert Downey Jr. in blackface wasn't exactly
Yeah,
well received as
yeah.
well, considering that it was making fun of method actors that get so wrapped up in their character that
they'll do
ridiculous
anything,
things.
yeah.
And the fact that I completely forgot that Robert Downey Jr. was even in the movie because of the blackface.
Yeah.
I forgot it was him in
Yeah.
the first
Yeah, yeah.
place. So, yeah, it was. While it was hilarious, the whole time I was watching it, I kept thinking, if this had been released in 2016 or even 2017,
There would be
probably wouldn't
raids.
have
imagine the backlash. Like, Hollywood would be engulfed
Yeah.
in flames. Pretty much any Ben
Yeah,
Stiller
absolutely.
movie from 1995 forward until about
Yep.
2010. Like, imagine Heavyweights coming out in 2017. A grown man yelling at
Oh my goodness.
overweight children, telling them
Fat
to quote,
kids.
quote, "Speed it up, fatty." Like, could you, could you
So many
imagine?
people would be triggered by that movie now.
I mean, it's funny, but at the same time, you're
man.
like, this is so bad. Like, there's no way this could fly. Even, yeah. I'm trying to think if
Yeah. Oh.
you got something,
Well,
Haste.
continue on.
No, you're fine.
Well, I just realized I watched something, but finished your point. And then
Okay.
I'll do mine.
So yeah, we watched Tropic Thunder just kind of for fun, and then I'm trying to think. There was a third thing. I have been recently just finishing up the Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events,
Okay.
which has been
I've only seen the first episode of
which
that,
has
but
been
it was,
very
it was
good. Very impressed. I think, ironically, a lot of people are going to be frustrated with it, mainly because they've probably been spoiled by Jim Carrey's over the top portrayal of Count Olaf. Whereas,
Right.
sadly, and while Jim Carrey may have made a better screen character of Olaf, Neil Patrick Harris's portrayal is incredible. I mean, it is.
I've heard that.
As a little kid, when I was reading those books, I mean, the way he talks and his mannerisms and his, all of it, it's very whimsical, and it honestly just kind of took me
Yeah.
back to being in middle school reading those books. And Not only that, but the fact that it's an English teacher's dream of a series to use for class, because throughout the series, Lemony Snicket will, in the books he did this, he'll have random asides where he'll explain literary theme, or he'll explain a literary tool like dramatic irony, or I'm trying to think, just a whole bunch of them, like funny colloquial phrases, like just in a way that you're kind of still tracking, and it kind of takes you out of it and puts you back in without even having to think about it. It's just very good. But most people will...
And Patrick Warburton as Lemony Snicket was phenomenal as well.
Great choice. Yeah, it was really cool. So...
I need to check it out because I've heard great things about it.
It's good. You will more than likely get bored. I mean, I'll just be completely honest.
Really?
Because it is, there's action to it.
It's a little
and there's
dry.
drama, but a lot of it is just kind of, you'll notice a very, you can tell it was tailored to a younger audience, especially those who wouldn't really pay as much attention. And it follows it's just like the books did this. It follows a very direct plot thread every single episode. And so once you see the first two, you pretty much know exactly how the next 6 are going to go down.
Okay.
The scenery may change, the character names may change a little bit, but ultimately it's orphans, new home, things go wrong, things go right, move on to next place. And just kind of...
Okay.
That's my only criticism, is they didn't really...
Right.
Only little areas where they expand the plot, but when they did, it was just kind of for fun, and you didn't even need to really know. So, yeah. It's good, though.
Yeah. And something else to kind of point out about that is, reading the books, I remember Count Olaf, like, I imagining him being really just, like, awkward to be around. And I feel like every iteration that Neil Patrick Harris does and, like, as Olaf just kind of screams that kind of, this is so
good.
Like, cringeworthy.
Really?
If you're
Okay.
going to watch it for anything, you're going to watch it for him. Like, he's the main... I would say he pretty much steals every scene he's in.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay. I need to get into it.
You'll love it.
Because it sounds so weird.
Yeah.
Haste, what about you?
Yeah, dude.
I just remembered I went back and watched the extended version of Battle of the Five Armies from the Hobbit series.
Oh, nice.
Which oddly enough, so the original Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies in theaters was PG-13. The extended was the first in the Hobbit or any of the Lord of the Rings extended to get R.
Okay.
And there's a point in the movie, like in the big war going on, like at the end of the movie. I mean, obviously it's Battle of the Five Armies, but
the movie's a battle.
Yeah. But there's a point where, because like sitting down, I was like, okay, I'm curious, what makes this R? And my dad actually sat down with me the first time I watched it. And there's a point where, okay, you guys remember in the previews for it originally, there was like a chase scene on like some ram-drawn chariots.
Yeah, I
remember.
So that was cut to the extended, and the chariots that are being pulled by the rams have like giant spikes on the side.
Right.
Yeah.
And let's just say those are used to like the utmost extreme.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Not to spoil it too much, but there's a part where they jump over a hill and there's like 3 cave trolls lined up side to side, and they just absolutely like decapitate those things. And
Holy cow.
It's definitely that movie originally was very family friendly, but once me and my dad hit that part, I kind of turned to him and was like, "Holy crap! I now understand why they kicked this up to R."
Right. Was that the only like standout thing, or were there like more blood splatters and stuff?
Yeah, I think the gore during like that whole part was a little bit tuned up, and honestly though, the extended scenes that they added to it just made it like that much better of a movie.
Really? Okay.
I mean, all the Lord of the Rings that were extended kind of had that like, oh, this makes it better to it.
Right.
Deepens the immersion and the plot and the feel of the movie.
Sweet.
Just like the books.
Sweet. Cool. Well, what I've been watching, mate, is you guys know, we all know, the entire internet knows, because I think my YouTube review has like 200 million views now.
200 million.
No, sorry, it's like 40. Lego Batman, guys, amazing. Okay, that's all I have to say. That movie rocked. It was just anyone listening, go to MovieFellas podcast on YouTube. Check out my quick review. It's like 2 minutes 20 seconds. You can I'll talk about it. It's just a phenomenal film. It's hilarious. It gets everything right about the character of Lego Batman. It's a better movie than Batman versus Superman.
Does that really take much, though?
No, not much. What I love about, I think the thing I love the most about it, and it's just it takes place in the same universe as every other Batman movie. So he's like, I've been fighting crime for 78 years. I look pretty good, don't I? Like it's like he's been fighting crime since his beginning iteration in the 30s, and it's or in the 30s, yeah, and it's amazing. Go watch Lego Batman movie because it's just as good, if not better, than the Lego movie. It's hilarious. Awesome.
Oh, while we're on the topic of Batman real quick. Okay, so at the start of the podcast we talked about the Ben Stiller potentially pulling out of
Ben Stiller.
Batman as a whole.
You mean
DC
Ben
universe.
Affleck?
Ben Stiller.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ben
Stiller's
Stiller.
playing Robin.
I'm still in Tropic Thunder from
Hit him with the blue steel, Batman.
Okay, but no. I saw a very interesting comment on one of the posts about that. Someone said they should bring back Christian Bale and have him be from like Earth 2.
Oh,
Or like explain him as being from Earth 2.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, Earth 2, Earth 1 is the Earth that they started crime fighting in the 30s, right? And then Earth 2 is the one where they started crime fighting in the more modern day, right, Haste?
Yeah, pretty much. But it would make perfect sense because if you look at the Dark Knight trilogy, there's no like extravagant like superhumans or anything like that.
Yeah, no superpowers. It's all
really
real
it really
world.
is a universe of its own. So that would it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah,
but if it did,
cool concept.
it would be so freaking awesome.
They can do anything they want with the Flashpoint, though, with Flash, because I mean they can do Flashpoint Paradox. They can do essentially anything they want.
Probably.
So yeah, that's interesting. Cool.
Yeah, but it also sucks to see like Ben Affleck being like, "I'm not directing it," and then less than a week later being like, "I want out."
Yeah,
so,
it does not. It does not
definitely
look good. That's
no.
It just doesn't. You know.
Nope. Well, on that very positive note, thank you guys so much. I think we're winding down. We talked about movies we don't like, and then we talked about movies that we're guilty about, and then we talk about how bad movies are getting. And so, yeah, I think we're on a great point to end on a very high note.
And then I talked about how much I love Lego Batman, as I will
and then
forever.
we spent about 3 minutes making up Bambi sequels.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's well used time.
That was probably the high point of the podcast.
Bambi 7, Return of Xander Cage.
I still think Bambi 5,
Jedi.
how Bambi got her groove back, would be way better. But whatever.
I think Bambi was a boy.
Bambi was a girl.
Yeah, Bambi is a boy.
Hold on.
Bambi was a boy.
Bambi's a
He had
boy.
Don't do this to me. Don't make me question reality
Bambi's a
right
boy.
now.
No, Google it right now. We will sit
Okay,
here
stop.
and wait
We'll
for
talk
this
about it
out.
later. I believe you. I have to wrap my head around that for a second. All right.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Anyway,
I'm good now.
okay. Are we closing out?
Yeah, we're closing out.
Okay. All right, guys. Let me just give everyone real quick our social media stuff. If you want to contact the show, you can contact us through Facebook. We are MovieFellas Podcast on Facebook. You can find us at MovieFellas Pod on Twitter. Go and just follow us, comment, do any of that stuff, or don't do any of it. I don't really care.
Email
but
us your
I
best
want you to
Photoshop
comment.
version of Whoopi Goldberg as a slug with dreadlocks.
Just look. Please do. Please do.
That would be the best thing ever.
And if you want to email us, we are moviefellaspod@gmail.com. I was waiting for Adam to finish.
I was about
If you specifically want to send some sweet insults for me hating Iron Man 3, be my guest.
Please do, whoever you are. Just
I know there's someone out there that's like, man, this guy sounds like a total jerk.
one of the 10 people who listen to this, I'm sure, I just want to yell at you.
Are livid.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll survive. So have at it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's something funny, Matt.
Gladiated up.
Gladiated up.
Oh gosh.
All right. See you guys next
Gladiated up.
Whatever. See you guys next
Bye.
week.
Later.